Happy afternoon, everybody. It is almost the end of January already. Can you believe that? And we're going to do a very special guest today. We have our very own brand newly installed Mayor, Annie Brown. So I'm very excited to hear from her. She's going to tell you a little bit about her, what moves her, what she loves about this community, and what she has planned to help get done. We all know South Haven, as beautiful it is, we've got some action items that really need looking out for and to get some work done. So I'm going to flip this camera around. We're going to talk to Annie and go from there. Annie, how are you?
Great. How are you?
Good. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us today. I know there's a lot of people who are excited to have you as mayor. They're looking forward to seeing what you do. And with that, let's just start out. A lot of people may not know your background or your history. And tell me, what do you love about this town and what made you decide to run for mayor and win it?
I moved to South Haven in 1985. And I moved here because I was looking for a newspaper reporter job. And the South Haven Tribune needed someone right away to cover the Blueberry Festival. So that is how I came here. And I thought, oh, I'm not going to stay here, And I ended up staying here for all these years. And I love it. I love the people. We raised our kids here, and I love our school system. So my husband and I started our own funeral home, which we owned for 20 years. So we're very invested in a town that we love.
That's awesome. And I graduated here back in 1993, a while ago. Well, one thing, let's just start off, right now, what everyone's moving for is we're getting close to summertime. People want to know what's going on with water safety, lifeguards. Tell us your take, what you'd like to see happen, and let's go from there.
Yes. During my campaign, I talked a lot about water safety and lifeguards. And as a mom who raised 3 kids here, I've always been worried about the beach and swimming and the undertow. So I heard from a lot of people when I was campaigning who said, let's bring back lifeguards because it's dangerous. And we have had some terrible, heartbreaking drownings. And I just think that lifeguards are another tool in our toolbox that can save lives.
And it's true. When I grew up here, my parents always knew that going to the beach, if you're at the South or North Beach, you know you're going to be taken care of because there's an extra set of eyes sitting on a tall chair looking out, which made it great.
Yes, and when I lived here, when I moved here in the 80s, there were lifeguards who were trained and they put the fear of God in me to see them rushing into the water and yelling at people to follow the rules. And they kept people alive. So it's a good thing for our beaches.
It is. And I'm really excited about seeing that going. And I just walked the other day with Mandy. We walked down the end and we have so much beach now. You can walk way past the blue stairs. Mm-hmm. So we're going to have a good summer, I think, ahead of us. Let's move on a little more like housing. Housing is a really hot topic, as you know, the entire country, but especially when you get into a resort community, when you have locals and workers trying to share the same housing with vacationers and tourism. What can we do to help, and what do you want to implement and try and get going to help out with the housing?
Housing was the number one concern that I heard from people when I was campaigning door to door. And I said to people, we will be revisiting the Overton site, which is 5 acres of city-owned property that we can use for housing. And it can be workforce for our teachers, for our fighter fighters, for people who work in the hospital, for hospitality workers. And it can be a variety of things. And the city council will be meeting about this on February 26th with our housing consultant, Ryan Kilpatrick.
Ryan's awesome.
That's at the high school, and it's open to the public. So I'm interested in hearing what he has to say, but also what our residents have to say. Because housing that's affordable means it's affordable to everyone. So we talk about workforce housing, but I have seen Habitat for Humanity from the Lakeshore Habitat in Holland do some phenomenal projects that for example, Hudsonville. Mm-hmm. And I think that a mixed income neighborhood is great too because there's a housing shortage at every income level. So I'm excited about that.
Me too. And, I'm hoping also some zoning laws get updated so we can get some apartments above garages and maybe ADUs in the future. And I know, we'd all know they're going to need to have townships too involved with the land, but I'm excited. I think we can get something done. Business attraction and bringing people in our community, with Palisades coming back online. Definitely, we don't want to miss getting those families to move to our school district.
That's right.
Come in. Definitely want to. Is there any meetings coming up for future housing developments or anything with the township or anything like that?
Yes, there are. And now I'm drawing a blank of the date, but it's coming up and we're meeting with the South Haven Township Supervisor and other area leaders and some of our realtors.
Nice.
Because we are excited about the reopening of Palisades, but we want to hit the ground running and have housing ready for those employees. I
agree. I think it's going to be great. It's a great attraction. Yes. I mean, if you can live here, Kalamazoo or St. Joe, I'd prefer South Haven.
Me too.
Yep.
Me too.
So tell us a little bit more. So we touched on the main things, your housing, water safety, business attraction, school district. Tell us a little bit more what you want to see happen over your term.
Actually, another thing that I've talked a lot about is increasing jobs in South Haven. And we are so lucky to have some small manufacturing and industry that is growing, like Spencer Manufacturing and the fire trucks that they make. It's unbelievable, and they're building more space because they're growing, along with Grace. And they're building more too. So that is so exciting. And we also need to be ready to invite more industry here, as well as retain what we have.
That's great. I know the South Haven Business Hub group has been very active over the last couple of years, and I did a couple podcasts for this past summer and fall, and seeing these little businesses that are starting up and growing and taking hold is neat, because I never even knew they're in a community, and you've got these local volunteers who are giving mentorship and helping them find ways to get financing. It's really great to see that happening here. And I really do. I see South Haven become an incubator hub for new and startup businesses to put their roots here and grow and have their families, and hopefully in the future grow their business here, stay here, and bring other people in.
Yes, and I was at a basketball game last night at Baseline Middle School, and one of the Spencer's daughters was playing basketball. So when manufacturing grows, that means our schools grow. So, I'm big about that.
I am too. And we have, like you said, we have a great school system. That high school looks amazing since they've redone it.
Yes.
The new outdoor tennis courts, I just drove by them this morning. I wish we had those when I played tennis back then.
That's right.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about more what you want people to know that's going on, different things like that.
I'm excited about housing. I am excited about the possibility of supporting a new recreation millage. So that is going to add more trails to South Haven.
Nice.
And just more space for our tourists who are here to hike and bike. And that is a huge economic driver for our town. And if you look at Rocker Road Bicycles, they have had great years since COVID because people are biking.
Yep.
They started when it was COVID and they couldn't do anything. So, and their business has been growing every year, and we're becoming a mecca for people who want to hike and bike and camp. So I'm excited about that.
Mason, I'm going to tell you, I love that when I get to brag about South Haven to a new family looking to move here. One thing I say is, if you're an outdoors person, if you like to bike, hike, swim, if you're a boater, it's all here. And I know there's plans, the Blue Star Trail that connects us to Saugatuck, and the trails from there that go on to Holland. And I think we're on the right path, getting those other ways besides driving everywhere, but to be able to hike and walk and bike safely without being on a busy road. So I think that's all great things.
Right. And on 14th Avenue, we're already starting work on an area for more soccer fields. Nice. And potentially pickleball courts, which really? I know everybody is looking forward to and excited to support.
And if you haven't been out to 14th Avenue, I implore everyone to go out there and check it out, especially if you're in the, what do they call it? It's a disc golf with
Yes.
the frisbees. That is so cool.
It is.
Yep.
It's fun.
And it's neat to know we have that here. So, okay. Well, tell us a little bit about more what you like to. Oh, we got icebreaker this weekend.
Yes.
Yes.
I have been practicing flinging the fish.
Oh yeah.
I bought a rainbow trout at Meyer, and it's been in my freezer, and I'm going to be flinging it on Saturday at 2:00.
Are you going to bring it down? Your fish that you brought with you, kind of like a pool guy.
No, I'll take whatever they give me, just to be fair.
Nice. So it's going to be a great weekend. I think it's going to be fun. Not sure what we're going to have for snow, but I think it's going to be a great turnout. Like New Year's here was amazing.
Oh, I know. And the Oktoberfest.
Yes.
I could not believe the crowds that came. So it's great to see how popular South Haven is in these shoulder seasons.
Yes.
And in the middle of winter.
And it's true. I'm seeing more people. Our weekends are busy. We're not just a summer town anymore.
I know.
People are coming 12 months a year, which is great. It's great for our businesses. The Euchre Nights, thank you very much for participating in that on every Wednesday.
Euchre. We did very well last Wednesday.
You guys sold out the place to the point they ran out of tables.
Our team was the one waiting for another table.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And then, so anyone watching this, we're going to have it this Wednesday. It's going to be at South Haven Brew Pub in Old Harbor Village. So get there early, get some food, and get ready to have some fun and meet new friends and see old ones. But besides that, we'll wrap it up here. Any last thing you want to tell anybody?
No, I'm very honored to be the mayor, and we have a great city council, and I'm excited about what we're working toward. And we're going to be working on our budget and our priorities in March. So we're all looking forward to that and working together. I think it's going to be a great year.
I think it is, and we're very happy to have you as our mayor.
Thank you so much, Ryan.
Well, thank you, Annie.
Okay, that was...
So there you guys go. Don't forget, there's going to be a city council meeting this Monday coming up, right?
Yes.
Yep. So if you guys get a chance, tune in. You can go right on to south-haven.org and go under the meetings, and you can find the link to watch it from your home. Or you can stop by in person and give your support and let your voice be heard. So you guys have a great week ahead. That was our wonderful mayor, Annie Brown. We're looking really forward to what she brings to us. I think it's going to be a great term coming up. Don't forget this weekend's Icebreaker. Come out and have fun. We have Euchre tomorrow night at South Haven Brew Pub. And there's a lot of things in South Haven for you guys to do and a lot of good things coming up here in the future. That's your thing to do. You guys have a great day.